Hello and welcome back to Proactive New York. I'm Christine Corrado. With me on Skype is Dennis Calvert, CEO of BioLargo. Dennis, great to see you.
Hey, Christine, thanks for having me back.
Dennis, back in October, you gave us a bit of a preview of your earnings, predicting revenue to be around the $500,000 mark. You've managed to surpass this by bringing in $534,000. What is kind of your overall reaction to the quarter?
Well, it was a great quarter, Christine. Thank you. And it was revenue, of course, are climbing, which is great. And what's amazing about that is over the last 3 years, on average, we've managed about 25% growth per quarter. Of course, the numbers are getting bigger. And so in order to sustain that kind of rate of growth, we're going to need to build out some infrastructure, get some more sales and marketing support team, especially in our odor control division, where the labor is very intensive, but the backlog of business is awesome. I mean, it's the stuff, you prayed for. Now it's happening. The customers are really adopting the product. And now we need to build out the infrastructure to really tackle a national opportunity. And of course, we're proud of the revenues, but we're proud but not satisfied. I mean, we have a big vision for what this company can do. So in many ways, it's really important not to rest on your laurels and look back and say, yeah, that was awesome. But the truth is, the next day you get up and really go to work because the opportunity is so much bigger than we've really managed to scratch the surface on. So it was an awesome quarter, and we can't wait for the next one.
Speaking of Odor-No-More, you managed to increase growth by 61% from last year's quarter. It's really leading the pack here. Why do you think growth is doing so well here?
Well, again, this is a product that we launched 3 years ago. We focused on the big national accounts. We got 4 of the top players in the waste handling business, which is primarily the solid waste, like the trash companies. We have some early adopters in wastewater treatment. As you know, we also brought in a distributor for the cannabis and hemp market for odor and VOC control. And so we've got all sorts of leverage going on to build out that product line and increase revenues, including a memorandum of understanding we just signed in the last quarter as well with BKT out of South Korea, which is one of the leading wastewater treatment groups in that country. They also have a U.S. corporation called Tomorrow Water, a very technical group. They have 100% market share in the South Korean market for agricultural waste processing. And so they'd really like to form a joint venture, which we would too, and we're working on the detail of that. But all of those are examples where the product is finding distribution and a home in the commercial market because it's simply a great product. Environmentally sensitive, it really works. It provides advanced oxidation to dismantle these organic molecules and contaminants in a natural, safe way, safe for people, safe for the earth. And so, it's not surprising. I mean, I think the way I'd say it is, it's surprising that it's taken so long to get to this point. I mean, this has been a lot of work. And one of the things that we've learned about this marketplace is this, as great as it is to have a number one performing product, it also takes a significant commitment to service. So, we had to go vertical. We've got construction, engineering, design, installation, maintenance, service, and now a recurring revenue on a chemistry-based product. And the combination is incredibly powerful, and it takes all of those to disrupt the market, and that's exactly what we're doing. So now it's time to grow into it and really put the accelerator down and take advantage of what we think is a humongous national opportunity. So again, happy but not satisfied. That's the way I'd say it.
You mentioned your engineering division. This is operationally profitable for the first time since inception in 2017. Really has to do with the PFAS water contamination crisis that's going on. Just remind investors kind of the solution that you're providing for that.
Right. So remember, PFAS is this contaminant of the decade, right? That's what's being referred to. They also call it forever chemicals. Okay. That means they're persistent. The nature has a very difficult time breaking this chemical down. They're also cumulative, which means a little bit along the way for 25 years and you have a problem, right? And it's being measured in the parts per trillion. It's on the national headlines. It's before Congress as being proposed as potentially a Superfund sites. There's 1,800 plus sites that have been identified in the United States alone. Where we reside in Orange County, California, the local municipal water districts estimate the cost to treat in just Orange County at nearly $850 million. I mean, this is a big deal, and it's happening all over the country. And these chemicals, of course, have been linked to adverse health effects, right? So what happens is these municipal providers, especially of drinking water, when they find these contaminants in their groundwater, they're pretty much forced to treat. They got to get that stuff out of there. So about 6 months ago, we got a grant from the US EPA to work on a solution through our engineering group. There was a call for innovation. As you know, we're innovators and solution providers. That's what we do. We live on the edge of innovation to find solutions to really big problems. That's the nature of our business. So our engineering group had a bright idea. They got a grant. They put the bright idea to work, and amazingly, it works really well. And it's exploiting the natural tendency to have a charge, and charges are attracted to opposite charges. And so we're flowing water through an electric field and extracting these contaminants in a rapid low energy flow device. And it's a remarkable discovery. So we're busy with filing patents, scaling up, building out our proof of data, and we're in discussions with major potential partnerships as well as some of the largest customers in the Americas. I mean, this is a big deal. And so I think the future for us is this is not years away, this is months away. I mean, this is the kind of opportunity where you need to move very, very quickly. The current incumbent technologies that can remove PFAS are things like ion exchange or carbon filters, which have an incredibly high operating expense. So our value proposition is efficiency. We can take it out, we can do it well fast, and we can do it with low energy, which translates to low operating costs. So we believe that we'll be the high performance, low operating cost provider. In our proof of claim work that we've done for the EPA, we're receiving have experienced 99+% removal in a single pass on this device, which is just remarkable. And so again, this is the culmination of, for our engineers, 30 years of career, at BioLargo, 2 years of innovation, and it's sort of the culmination of not being afraid to take risk, looking at things differently than the rest of the world, being able to step out. And as I say, our success is the culmination of 1,000 failures, right? I mean, that's what innovation is. You have to be willing to step in and say, yeah, we can do this, and we're going to find the path through it. And this is just another great example of our company exploiting this incredible talent that we've assembled to focus on some of the biggest challenges that we face in the world. So we are incredibly excited, and I think we're going to be able to show our stakeholders as well as our customers a significant value proposition very quickly. So it's exciting.
The last time we spoke, you had mentioned that you had 8 bids outstanding for your solution to PFAS. Can you add any color to your progress on that?
Well, on the PFAS solution, yeah. So we're mixing buckets there a little bit. We received contracts. We won 3 bids to support services to the United States Air Force at 7 bases. In that, we're a subcontractor with a prime vendor, right? Puts us in the game. It also gives us the standing to be a qualified vendor to the United States government, one of the biggest customers in America, if not the world. And so that's a big deal. Now we have 30 more bids out, 8 more bids for about 25 locations. And we don't know how many of those we're going to get, but we're really optimistic. You know, we have the unique ability to bring, as we say, big, significant experience to the table, big company experience, small company pricing, high quality service that really makes us a great candidate, not only to serve the government, but also serve a prime vendor. And so we're uniquely situated to be able to provide that service and win additional contracts. And so we're optimistic and confident that we will do so.
And just to wrap up here, I just want to touch on your water and your medical unit. What were the updates there for the quarter?
Well, so again, 2 big deals, right? The Clara, which has been a labor of love, incredibly difficult, high barrier to entry, very technical, extraordinarily high value. We got our first product approved for clearance to the FDA under a 510K, which really sets the stage for a whole series of products coming behind. So the next journey is to build out some infrastructure, start advancing the claims through clinical work to be able to validate its useful purpose in the marketplace, which is a tool in helping marketing and sell the products into the market. We think it's in a multi-billion-dollar addressable market, and this is a platform, sort of a gateway into even bigger markets. So we're very excited about Clear Medical because it's just taken a long time, but now we're through that first gate, first technical and regulatory barrier, and we came through like a champ. So we're pretty excited. And really, same thing in the water technology. You know, that technology has received about 69 grants now. It's just amazing. We've got a number of pre-commercial pilots, which is basically proving up in preparation of going commercial. And one of the first ones was the group with Sunworks, which is a poultry process farm, organic farm up in Alberta. And they've actually come back to us and said, you know, it works so well, we'd like to put a proposal for a full-scale installation to treat all the water on site. So that would be our first commercial client for that technology. And of course, in that case, we're providing water as a service. So at the end of the day, for the customer, The concept is how much does it cost, and do I get my water really clean? Really simple. From a technical perspective, the way we're doing that is remarkable. Low energy, low cost, high performance, a pretty significant technical acclaim. We also will have publication on those technologies, the AOS for Advanced Oxidation System for an AOP, right? Breaking down micropollutants. We'll have publication in science journals coming out soon. That's also taken about 2 years, and so it's a remarkable moment, and the excitement around that technology is just awesome. So again, those are examples of innovation and solution providing on the edge of incredibly significant markets, and so we're really proud of all those accomplishments.
Well, Dennis, congratulations again on the quarter. Thanks so much for your time.
Hey, thanks, Christine. See you soon.